I couldn't imagine being a 20-year-old girl right now, or even a young man in college, with the culture we have today of Me Too and feminism, and I'm at the point now where I think it might be killing romance. Because with all this constant need for uber consent, how do you court a lady anymore? Like if you were a 20-year-old man.
Well, I'd have to really use my imagination, brother. That was a long time ago. I can tell you that. No, but there's two things. One is you got the art of intimacy, which we're losing. So that the notion of being vulnerable, the notion of surrendering as opposed to just resigning or dominating, that's being lost. You see, my generation, it was Otis Red and try a little tenderness.
Right.
These days, it's more say my name, say my name, say my name. It's a very different orientation and disposition, you see. But on the other hand, you've got all of the policing that takes place. And so it's hard for people to really allow themselves to be themselves. And you can't really have a serious relationship if it's just posing, posturing, wearing a mask.
Yeah. Well, you were in D.C. You just met a man, happily married. I met a million Trump girls in D.C. I used to do a show there. And they were all having a lot of trouble finding a dude. And you thought, if this was 50 years ago, you wouldn't have women's political beliefs affecting their love lives.
Right. I mean, I think first and foremost, what we're seeing now is not feminism. It's something that's morphed into, I call it toxic feminism. They're pretending to be feminists, but it's not that at all. And it is scary for men to want to date. And the irony is that these toxic feminists, or modern feminists, whatever you want to call them, third wave feminists, are creating men that they don't want to date. They don't want men to act like they have their tails in between their legs. That's actually, there's something that is very unnatural about that, seeing men like that. But we have a culture and society that's sort of promoting it. I mean, I'm staunchly against it, and I think, the Me Too movement is something that I spoke out against instantly. The concept of just convicting men, absent any details, seeing things trend like #BelieveWomen. I mean, these are the sorts of things, and I'm correlating this to they can make me think of DC and the Christine Blasey Ford stuff, like just believe women. That's a scary thing. I mean, that's literally how black men got lynched.
Right, yeah.
That's literally what happened to, they got lynched. Just believe the women, this was the allegation, and go out after them. So I will never promote that sort of an ideology. There should always be facts. And that's something that we're seeing sort of disappear today.
But you would agree, of course, that there ought to be mutual respect.
Of course.
There ought to be accountability. And there ought to be reciprocity in that regard. Oh, no, absolutely.